All right. Well,
Oh, here we go.
yeah,
Poop bot.
I'm going to try to win over Poopbot again. San Francisco poop testing company charged with fraud. You might think your poop is nothing but a waste product, but you'd be wrong. It can actually hold valuable information about your health. That's why many companies provide different kinds of services to analyze your bodily waste. But for one such company, their test material just hit the fan. On March 18th, the Federal Securities and Exchange Commission charged San Francisco-based Ubiome with massive investor and insurance fraud. The company, founded in 2012, provided services that they claimed accurately analyzed the customer's intestinal microbiome, except that they didn't. According to the SEC, the company's tests were nothing but bullshit. Only this writer didn't have the moxie to put the whole thing. According to the SEC, Ubiome's founder Jessica Richmond, 46, and Zachary Schultz Apte, 36, collected more than $60 million from investors based on bogus claims about their company. They presented their firm as a successful startup with a proven business model, the SEC claimed. Richmond and Apte portrayed the company as having a strong track record of receiving health insurance reimbursements for its clinical tests, which purportedly could detect microorganisms and assist in diagnosing disease, the SEC complaint reads. These claims were false and misleading because Ubiome's purported success in generating revenue depended on duping doctors into ordering unnecessary tests and other improper practices, the agency added. Wait, they were making money by getting doctors to swab people's butts for nothing? Talk about low.
Take this corona test.
This is a humiliating fall from grace for Ubiome. Upon its founding, the company was touted as the up-and-coming champions in the field of butt swabbing. That's going to be our next video.
There's a hole in the market.
The company service model was simple. For a fee as low as $100, their customers would get their very own sample collection kit. The kit contains several color-coded small vials. Better make it a big vial for me, with a Q-tip-like swab attached to the lid. Based on the color, people would use the swab to collect a sample from the appropriate bodily area, from behind the ears to the gastrointestinal tract. Just so we're clear, that means your anus. After the swab, the customer would mail the kit back to Ubiome. They would then analyze the samples. To keep their costs low, the company claimed to analyze for only one gene, the 16S ribosomal RNA gene. According to Berkeley Science Review, this one gene is sufficient to determine what bacteria are present in a person's internal microbiome. After the analysis, customers would be able to view the results on Ubiome's website. Although they never claimed the results were all-encompassing, they said that the business would demonstrate that citizen science can guide meaningful research. According to the company, their work would allow people to follow the development of their microbiome over time. This could then guide their lifestyle choices from diet to exercise routines. As it turns out, it wasn't quite so. As SEC claims, the company's entire business model revolved around false or dubious medical tests. Customers who brought the test didn't learn anything new. One Ubiome customer, Mark Harris, said his doctor believed the tests were pointless, and he ended up completing only 2 of the 6 swabs. Despite the incomplete test, his insurance records showed that Ubiome had received 5 payments for it. Each payment was nearly $3,000. Apparently, this was Ubiome's regular modus operandi. They would bill insurance companies several times for the tests. To hide their shady practices from investors and insurers, the SEC said Ubiome's gave them falsified or outdated medical records. This allowed them to keep raking in money from investments in insurance claims. It goes on, but yeah, I just thought, that's just $60 million they got from investors, and who knows how much more through doing what they were doing. $3,000 per false test they were claiming. It's insane, man.
Now, if you figure you go to jail for 5 years, that was a pretty good investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other part of it is who knows what kind of time they'll do, but Jesus.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's true. You can scam people and get a pretty good, deal out of it. A few years in prison and get that money.
Well, Zach and I were talking earlier, and Like this is spurred by like a John Oliver piece where he was covering like televangelists. And so one of these televangelists on TV, like apparently this is like a common theme, is like they'll ask you to send money, and they basically set it up so they call it seed money. So you send this seed money, and then like it's gonna reap its rewards later. Like you're gonna get you these rewards from God later for planting these seeds now. And so John Oliver he sent him like $20 or something. And basically that gets you on their mailing list of like, these are people who are dumb enough to send us money.
Oh no.
And so like they just started sending these things like, so they'd send him like $1 and be like, please send this back with like $28 and sow this money into your, your future, whatever it is. But then like it's talking about how these televangelists, they own like $30 million mansions or parishes. And then like, they have these coliseums and private jets and just like the whole 9 yards, and it's like these people are just straight preying on people, but that's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Like the mansions and private jets that some of those guys have. I mean, if anybody listening to this gives money to people like that, like stop. Like save your money. And then years down the road when we have an audience and we can open up a Patreon and give it to us.
Right. We should set up a Patreon. Right? Yeah. Maybe we need to start making promises.
One thing I promise to do is show you everything I buy with that money. And how I use
Here's
it.
that fleshlight I finally got from here.
Here's me using it.
I'm a little more honest than them. Y'all get on OnlyFans and be like, you send me some money, me, you, this fleshlight, we'll have a good time. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of you.
People would be paying you not to have an OnlyFans.
I'm sure there's plenty of those out there.
Yeah, I've seen some interesting people saying that they would want to open an OnlyFans, and I've been like, I don't think you'll be successful with that.
Maybe a food card. Maybe a food card is more in your ballpark.
That would be disheartening to open an OnlyFans and get nobody, no takers, like nobody, like 50 cents, 50 cents. Come on.
The discount OnlyFans.
You're my only fan.
I can only afford a Zach.
You got to be hard up.
You're like, I'll take food stamps.
Oh yeah.
Anybody?
Just give me props.
give me a big thumbs up on YouTube.
I just need a boost.